Good morning friends. Today we'll talk something about branding for the real estate broker. Branding, as everybody should know, is a science of its own. Branding today is used not only in product selling but also in service industry. A real estate broker is a part of the service industry. He would be contacting to people for satisfaction of the real estate needs. You need to distinguish yourself amongst the lot of options available with the customer for a real estate broker. I have done a short list of elements of branding, and on this side we have the mistakes usually committed by brokers. First, let us start with the elements. A brand of a broker has a logo. As you may be aware that logos can be defined by either the initials of the name of the brokerage firm or maybe have a character drawn which distinguishes the brokerage. Now some people have a logo which is just a caps, the name written in caps, and some people have an excellent graphic. But important point is that you need to have a logo and it should not be copied from any other logo. It should be distinguishable. So a person starting with say TCS brokerage should not have a logo similar to TCS. So that is the importance of logo, which is to differentiate the broker's marketing materials with the other company's marketing material. Then comes a photo. As the broker is a professional and as he has to differentiate amongst the other professionals, he needs to have a photograph. Photographs can be put in a lot of places, including but not limited to your visiting card, your website, your social media, or maybe letterhead, and maybe even in listing advertisements. So it is always advisable whenever a broker has a chance, he should visit a professional studio and get a photograph done. Some brokers have their brand in the background. So whenever his photographs is put on social media and people see it, they see the brand, the logo. That's how slow and steady you can build the brand. Slogan or a tagline. This is another element of branding. Usually we can see that they have a consumer products like FMCG products have a tagline. The best tagline which the advertisement world has given to a FMCG product is Thanda matlab Coca-Cola. So whenever anyone thinks about it, I need to have Thanda, the mind would relate it to Coca-Cola. Even though this excellent initiative or excellent tagline, Coca-Cola has not got the top market share in this industry. However, the advertisement has made Coke as one of the top brands in the industry. So you should have a slogan or a tagline which is easily relatable. For example, you are the leader in your area or the most experienced broker in your area. So you can have this tagline, the experienced broker of XYZ area. There is a tagline of a broker called whatever we touch gets sold. So that would click very well with people who want to sell immediately. Moving on, next is a personal image. So when you create a brand for your services as a real estate broker, the important point is that you should have a personal image which relates to what services you are offering. So for example, if I have a personal image of that I am a great human being, I am a great, say maybe spiritual person, but that does not mean that is a good brand for a real estate broking. You may have a image that you are a very knowledgeable person in, say, astronomy. You know a lot of things of stars of the universe. But would a person give you their house to sell? So you need to have a right image which fits on to the brokerage. That is a productive, efficient broker. This is very important because most of your personal contacts would be giving you referrals and they would be giving you repeat business. So if you have any kind of image which is not matching that, you will not earn the business which you could. Online presence. Online is a medium which has been growing ever since internet has been invented. Even though about 30 years have passed since the proliferation of internet, there are a lot of people who are ignoring it. Online presence does not limit to having your own website, having listings on various portals, having your own social media, or having a YouTube channel. It is much more than that. It is also about blogs, also about putting a lot of information online and creating a presence which is second to none. Online presence should also have the same photographs, should have the same logo, should have the same tagline, and should build the same personal image which you are building in the offline world. So again, the two spheres should match. Your offline and online image should be what you want to do. Never ignore online presence, and also do not take it lightly. Domain knowledge. Now, the biggest importance of a broker is the knowledge of his field. He should know, suppose I am saying that I am the expert in South Bombay real estate, then you should have all the knowledge required for property transaction in South Bombay. Suppose you say that I am the king of, you have an image, you have a tagline, you have a brand, you have a proposition that you know everything about 3 BHK transactions in your area, and then if you don't have, it won't work. So your brand should be backed up with a lot of knowledge. It's very easy for a customer to judge whether you know as much as you are giving an image of. So always have a domain knowledge, else best kind of logos will fail if you don't have the requisite knowledge. The last element of branding would be personal appearance. Now personal appearance does not mean that you wear a suit to office or you should have the best clothes, costliest clothes. You should be presentable. Now, as you are in the service industry, presentation of yourself is very important to your business. Suppose there is a doctor who is himself not fit. Now, do you think patients would go to him? You know, that's one thing. I have seen dietitians who are very fat. You know, that does not go with the image. And people would think that if this person cannot reduce his own weight, how will he be able to manage mine? So, if you are a broker who is not very, who is an appearance of unreliable person, they will not trust their lifetime investment with you. Okay, so these are the elements of branding. Now let us go towards the mistakes. Even though it seems that it's very easy to do a branding exercise for a broker, the elements are, misinterpreted. Let me explain how. Lack of differentiation. When a lot of brokers are in the market, everybody tries to have their own logo which is look-alike. Then the whole purpose of the logo is defeated. You need to have something unique and something which is not copied from somewhere else. It should not be that everybody should have the same color scheme, or it should not be that they have the same fonts. So you need to have differentiation in your branding material. Now this branding can be specific to your area, and it should be it should not be very much apart away from the customer's requirement. So when you have differentiation, you should not be so different that people don't require for it. For example, I'm specializing in warehousing. Oh, it's a very different thing. Not many brokers are specializing in warehousing. But how many deals did warehousing do in your city? Maybe 3 deals in this year. That's a differentiation, but the market is not absent. Okay? Ignoring certain media. Another mistake which people do is they build a brand but they ignore certain media. For example, there are 10 ways to build a brand. One is newspaper, one is outdoor media, one is online media, another is radio, another is TV, another is, I would say, emails, or say your own letterheads, your own website. Now suppose a broker says, no, I don't like TV channels, so I won't advertise there. So a lot of brokers ignore, they just focus all their investments in a certain media and then they ignore the rest, which is not advisable. You need to have investments across various media. This point gives birth to another problem, which is low budget. If you want to create your brand, you should invest a lot of money in creating the brand. For example, take of Remax. Remax is a brand which is built over 40 years and we have got about 4 billion impressions. It is said that on an average each US citizen sees the brand for 4 times in a month. So that much branding is done outdoor, newspaper, online, TV. Okay, so you may not have the budget to do 4 billion impressions in a year. However, you can have a budget, you can focus on that area, you can choose that local centric media and do a lot of advertising. Of course, you can join hands with Remax and use the common brand name and take benefits of Remax. Otherwise, you have to invest as much money as Remax or a competition is doing. There are established brokers in the market who have years of experience and they have years of investments in branding. If you want to compete with them, you have to have more budget. Okay. Next point, lack of consistency. So we have seen that they have the logo, they have photos, they have taglines, everything is there. And in fact, different media have a different logos for the same brand. Why is that possible? Because people get creative. They like 3 logos. So what they do is, for each media they have a different logo. For newspaper advertisement there is a different logo. For letterhead there is a different logo. And for social media there is a different logo. And this creates confusion in the minds of the customer that exactly which brand are they dealing with. Match the market. Branding initiatives have to match the market. What does it mean? As in, if you are dealing with say 10 crore worth of bungalows or apartments and you use branding material which are of very low quality and do not act positively. So if you do low quality leaflet marketing for creating your brand, in fact it will harm your company. So you should match the market. Now reverse is also true. If you are trying to market a low cost housing and you use the top of the line marketing material, it will work against you. People will say, oh, it seems very costly, let me not get insulted by inquiring about this product. Okay? Forget existing customer. One major mistake which most companies do, even outside real estate broking, is that they focus their money on customer acquisition and not on customer retention. So most people would advertise a lot in newspaper and have a zero budget for keeping in touch with existing customers. So existing customers take their business elsewhere with the people who they have not met or with someone who is keeping in touch with them. So don't forget your existing customer. Always remember, the cost of retaining a customer is always less than cost of acquiring a new customer. So ensure that people who you have already dealt with in the past remember you and remember your name and know your image in the market. So when somebody asks for real estate related inquiry, they refer your name. The last thing, confuse branding with listing. So what do customers want? They want you to sell their house immediately. So a broker is given a listing and the broker decides that I will spend an X amount in advertising for this listing. So while the inventory is getting sold, I can build my brand. Now in the process, you end up doing none. Do not confuse branding with listing advertisement. The best media to make your brand may not be the best media to sell your listing. Even the location of that advertisement would differ for branding and listing. So when you advertise in a listing segment, most probably the people know a lot of brokers and they are people who go through listing advertisement and they don't require a broker services. They are themselves buyers. But for people who are looking at the front page or the back page, they are people who do not know many brokers, and that's the best spot for brand building. So ensure that you have a clear demarcated strategy for building a brand and selling a listing. If you go spend your money with this discipline in mind, you will end up doing a lot of listing sales and you will end up building a big brand. As we know, apart from all this, let us get to the fundamental. Unless and until you have done a lot of transactions in the market, you will be not building a brand. So branding is subsequent to doing a lot of transactions. Always have a focus on closing transactions, doing transactions, than just building a brand. Brand building is secondary, doing transaction is primary. So that's it from my side. If you have any questions, feel free to write to me on mchoksey@remax.in. Thank you.